independent Scotland keep the monarchy. Brit Guy, you'll not get an independent Scotland if you don't keep the monarchy, because why would the monarch give a new Scotland bill royal assent if their future wasn't guaranteed? Plus, the Scots elected the monarch in 1320. So you never want to be without the monarchy. There's Brian saying, beam me up, Scotty. Dinky-Doo, Brian. Guys, welcome back. Let me know when you come back on the YouTube, and we'll see what happens. Yes, difficult. We don't want any of this connection stuff. Welcome back, I'll say. There we are. Excellent. Right, let us know. Should Australia become a republic? No. Nowhere should become a republic ever. I feel so sorry for poor Ireland, and I feel so sorry for poor America. You know, they really miss a monarchy. The Americans wanted to have a Scot as their monarch, and he said he felt he was too old. My day was outstanding today, number 10. I'm piping along with my neighbours. Rabbie Burns night in full flow. I'm blitzed. Tremendous stuff. So there we go. Now then, so you wouldn't actually get independence without a monarchy. Yeah, the Scots are big, big monarchists. There's a few half-witted idiots that don't go for it, but that's just poor education and a lack of knowledge and understanding. And can we have some more followers, please? What's going on, I say to you? Right, we should be back on the YouTube. Who's that behind you? What? Somebody's behind me? Oh, no. Who is it? Don't let them know I know. Yes. Wonderful stuff. Now then. Oh, no, they're not. I'll take independence by force. Dr. Steve, you can never take independence by force. Unfortunately, we're locked into some very, very poor legal stuff, which we could get out of. I don't think that would be a problem, but the legal stuff needs to be revisited, shall we say. It was built on sand. What do you think of King Charles III? Excellent, Mick. He's been about all of my life as Prince of Wales, and a very fine fellow. How's your day been today, says Aidan? Aidan, as I say, absolutely outstanding, as always. We like it. So there we go. Now, who else have we got here? Oh, if you're coming on, tell me where you're watching from. And, of course, make sure you get following. Yes, indeed. 50 million people, official figures, have seen Scottie McClue's TikTok videos. But how come I've only got, is it 23,000 followers? Scottie, will the phones be open? Yes, Leonard. We'll be opening the phones in about, how long will we up before? I don't know. I've just come back up. I'm watching from my house, says JC Vastgoth. JC, where is your house? Do tell us. Greetings, Scottie. Thank you. Says Steve Bray. Yes, well, if you're wanting freedom, Steve, make sure you are a very big monarchist. That's your route to freedom. Otherwise, you'll lose 50% of the vote like we did in 2014. History will just repeat itself and you're in a hiding to nothing. Hi from Newfoundland in Canada. Ooh. Oh, that's gorgeous. Dion, lovely to have you with us from Newfoundland. Are you having buns suppers in Newfoundland? Chris Ray Fife, did you have haggis, neeps, and tatties for tea? Chris, you just missed me saying I actually had mince tonight, but I'll be having haggis tomorrow night. All right, Scottie from West Lothian, Reese, we love it. You're on just after Dion from Newfoundland in Canada. We are global. Happy Buns Night, says Jay. Dinky-Doo, Jay. Is Prince Harry misguided? Yes. Very, very, very misguided. And I think he's been guided by his missus. Have you noticed? He's the one that's very exposed at the moment, and she's keeping very, very quiet. A low profile. Does that sound like her to you? Dinky-Doo, says Winston. South side of Glasgow, Scottie, we love it, OM. A beautiful part of the world. There we are, turkey soup and a sandwich. Dion. Yes, it's not Thanksgiving, but that's interesting. Tell me this. See, at Thanksgiving, do you have turkey soup? We are very strange. Now, who have we got here? Scotty, round 2. Dinky-Doo. I hope Elise rings tonight. Yes, Stallion, that would be lovely. If Elise came on tonight, we would like that. We like Elise to come on any night because she's amazing. There we have it. Now, who have we got here? A lovely 8 roses has been sent in by number 10. That's not number 10, if you know what I mean. Dinky-Doo, Scotty, happy Buns Night Sparkles. I thank you. You're very, very kind. And later on, we'll be having the address to the haggis, of course, and leftovers from Thanksgiving. Ah, Dion. Yes, but there's a bit of time. I mean, what have you popped them in the freezer? Thanksgiving's a bit back. Am I not right? Or am I right? Do tell me, I say to you. How's the YouTube looking now? Stallion, could you tell me if you got a good connection on the YouTube channel? There we are. Any thoughts on the mystery of the candle? Chris, that doesn't mean anything to me. I wouldn't know. So there you go. You need to tell us a good bit more. JD Donnelly asks, is Prince Andrew a good guy too? I don't know him, JD. So there you go. He's the king's brother. How are you today, Scotty? Dinky-Doo? Lovely to have you with us. Petunia has just joined us. Who's your favourite Scottish footballer? My favourite Scottish footballer ever. Ooh, that's a big one. There have been so many amazing players over the years. Oh, I've got so many. Yes, I'm just trying to think. I used to like a lot of the Hearts players were amazing. I once told my friends from the US haggis was a real animal and they believed it sparkles. Is it not? Oh my goodness me. Scotty, can I phone you? Scottish Gaz, you can. We'll open up the lines. Tracy Kate says Dinky-Doo Scotty. So my favourite Scottish footballer. Oh, that's a great one, that. Yes. Who's the best? So many. There we are. I mean, one of my favourites was George Best, but he, of course, was a Northern Ireland man. I'll tell you later about my disaster bun supper, Scotty. My own fault. My favourite Scottish player is Pelé. JC Vasgood. I thought Pelé was from Brazil. There you go. Did he ever play for Scotland? Now, who have we got here? Colin Henry. Ah, yes, Stallion Fish. The wonderful Colin Henry. Outstanding, yes. And Graham Souness. There's another great player. All over. Stripped all the leftover meat off the turkey, froze it, and make soup whenever you want. Dion. Very modern. Amazing. We love that. That's why I like Pelé the most. I liked Pelé the most. Poor Pelé has passed on recently. There we are, but wonderful. Escape to Victory. Remember the film, Escape to Victory. Kenny Dalglish. Yes, Sparkles. Kenny Dalglish, a wonderful player. Absolutely. And do you remember, Johnson, do you remember Stanley Baxter? There you go now. What's Scotty's number? The number is 0141 628 9795. And I will open the lines up. Billy Bremner. Yes, what about Billy McNeil? There was another great player. So we'll see what we can do there. Dennis Law, another fantastic player. Yes, indeed. They're all these names. Jimmy Johnston and Davy Cooper. Yes, Jinky. Fantastic, Mick. Yes, absolutely, Lewis. Very good. Wee Jinky, says Numpty Heat. Absolutely. Now then, who else have we got here? Sparkles has just joined us. Tremendous. The Billy Boys. Were they not a gang? Yes, absolutely. Now then, Ali McCoist, another fabulous player. Yes, Ali. Yes, super stuff. So there we go. Right, that's good stuff. If you've just joined us, a very happy Buns night. We are live on the TikTok. Have you followed me, guys? Sometimes people are a bit slow. So there we are. Mick says Dennis Law was good at the bicycle kicks. Yes, over the head. Fantastic stuff. Now, who have we got here? I liked John Robertson at Hearts. He was a great guy as well. Fantastic players. Very good players, guys. Now, who have we got here? When I was young, the Greenock Morton had Eric Sorensen. Do you remember Eric as well? He was another amazing player. Dinky-Doo every day. Scotty, can I get a pen for the number? Well, take your time, Scottish guys. There'll be something somewhere in the house. Henry Larson for Celtic. Great. Stallion. Yes, very, very good. Right. Are we opening the phones, guys? What's happening in charge of the show? Wait till we see. Right. Now, listen for the wee noise, and we'll see if the phones are open. Remember, I won't take any calls if they're anonymous. So you need to put your caller ID on if you're ringing. Now, right. That's okay. So that should be up. Right. That should be the lines open now. So give us a call, and we'll see what's happening. And I say to you, Dinky-Doo. Have you got the number, folks? Graham Souness, you ever said, Graham? Scotty, you're not at the Buns Night. John, this is the Buns Night. This is one of the biggest Buns Nights in the world because we're all here. So you Buns Night, and I'm at the Buns Night. You're having a haggis. I did a haggis tonight. Good evening, Scotty. I hope you're well. You and Dinky-Doo. Guys, tell me where you're watching from because we're very, very global. And therefore, we've got people all over Canada, America, China, Japan, everybody on here. Tremendous stuff. Right, now, what do we got here? Scotty, it's Leonard on my YouTube account. Liam, absolutely. Hibs is a great player. His name was George Best. There you are. Yes, Numpty Heat. I'll tell you, another great Hibs player was Bill McMurdo. There you go. He played for Hibs. Because someone on YouTube gave me Scotty's number here. Scottish guys, I'll give you the number. Look. Let's get Scottish guys the number, for goodness sake. There you are there. 0141 628 9795. 0141 628 9795. Have you got that down? And you can give us a call and we'll put you on live on the TikTok and the YouTube. Fantastic. Falkirk here, just in a wee bit haggis. Will there be an address to the lasses? Sparkles, there'll be an address to the haggis tonight. Yes, we'll do that for you. There we are, nearer 10 o'clock. I can tell you. Don't forget Douglas. We've already mentioned Douglas. Stallion, yes. Kenny Douglas. Fantastic. Does anybody remember Tom Finney? Now, who have we got here? I put 0131 by mistake. I hope they're on their beds. Oh, numpty heat. You'll be getting laldy. You'll be getting what for? We love this. The Isle of Man, George of the Isle of Man. So there we go. Good evening, Scotty. I hope you're well. Oh, yes, we are very well. Scotty, what's your opinions of Port Glasgow? I love it. I'm going to book a holiday to Port Glasgow, up the Clune Brae. Listen, if you are interested in Port Glasgow, put into YouTube Scotty McCLUE, right? Scotty McCLUE, Port Glasgow, the comet. I visited Port Glasgow and did a video for you. So there we are. Stallion says, if you put in 0161, it'll be, stop your nonsense, guys. Would you like to hear, I don't know if this will work, guys. I wonder if you could hear Scotty McCLUE Buns Night. Let's see what happens. As I say, I don't know if it'll work. It might not.
Good evening, Sean.
And a very happy Burns night to you.
Very nice to talk to you. A very happy Burns night to you and to the rest of the United Kingdom.
Now tell me, Scotty, what is all the hoo-ha about Burns night?
Did you hear that, guys?
Hoo-ha. You see, down south you've got Shakespeare and all the rest of it. Now, Burns makes Shakespeare look like a dull Sloan. Few men have done anything for any country what Robert Burns has done for Scotland is a favourite quote. And the freedom-bringing songs of Burns have without doubt helped to build the great British Empire. That was the governor of Nova Scotia at the time.
But, I mean, his works haven't sold quite as well and aren't performed to and listened to quite as much as Shakespeare, are they?
Now, excuse me, that's a ridiculous thing to say, Sean. I mean, this man is the most popular poet in the world. Now Shakespeare we got rammed down our throat at school, but that's because Burns didn't get a look in. Had we got Burns, we'd all be singing and dancing.
Now, let's have a look in these days in Scottish schools.
Oh yes, absolutely, wonderful stuff.
Absolutely. All right. Well, listen. Tell me what's happening in Edinburgh tonight and all around Scotland. What are people doing? Because there's quite a big tradition of the ceremony of Burns night, isn't there?
Yes, very many Burns suppers going on round Scotland tonight, and certainly in Edinburgh, of course, some of the biggest ones. In Greenock, in the west of Scotland, they had the biggest Burns supper in the world today.
Mm-hmm. How many people were at that?
Oh, just everybody that was going into the shopping mall was given tatties and neeps and haggis and all the rest of it. So I think they were going to hopefully make the Guinness Book of Records.
Now, what's all this business about addressing the haggis?
Well, you have to address the haggis. You see, the gentleman there was telling you a good bit of what was in it. A lot of sheep's pluck, liver, lungs, and heart, suet, seasoning, onions, boil it up. Many of the butchers, of course, guard the recipe for it, Sean. This is the problem. The haggis makers have their own secrets, you see. I will not be telling you. So that sort of thing, Some people actually prefer the calf's liver for its stronger flavour and the pork fat, of course, for a little bit of moistness, because you don't want the haggis too dry. But the thing about Burns, as Patrick was saying earlier, he saw the humblest of things as something to write about. He was certainly the representative of the common man. I suppose he was really an early socialist.
Is the piece that people actually say to the haggis at the Burns supper, is that a set piece every year?
Yes, that's a set piece. The address to the haggis, Burns wrote it himself, and he talks about what would happen is the haggis will be piped in with the bagpiper. I hear you've got one down at Top Radio UK there.
Yeah.
Would, pipe in the haggis, and everybody stands to receive the haggis. This is, the most wonderful thing under the sun, when in comes this mixture of oatmeal and
and I have to say, as a girly southerner, I mean, what's it doesn't bear thinking about, but it tastes fantastic.
Oh, it tastes absolutely gorgeous, and I take issue with the gentleman that covered it in red wine. He can thank his lucky stars.
I didn't cover it in red wine. I was drinking red wine with it.
Well, that's all right. We'll let you off for that then, because you get not bad red wines. But I mean, a dash of whiskey on it, of course, just brightens the whole idea.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Now, Scotty, are you off to supper tonight yourself?
Yes, I shall be going to a Burns supper tonight and sitting down and tucking into the neeps and the haggis and all that sort of thing.
Now, tell me, you've prepared a poem for us this evening.
Yes.
I would very much like to hear this. What's it called?
Well, I will do that for you in just a second. There's two things I have to tell you. It's just about the address to the haggis.
Yes.
There's the piper, and then there's the man with the ski-and-do, which means the black knife.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, he plunges it into the haggis. So the poem begins, fair for your honest, sonsy face, great chieftain of the pudding race, or the pudding race, as we say. And then, of course, he plunges the knife into the haggis, rips the guts out of it. Up comes the wonderful smell that everybody just faints at least I think it's the smell they're fainting at. And then he says, warm reeking, when he can smell the guts of the haggis.
All right, run those first couple of lines past me again. I mean, what do they mean?
Fair for your honest, sonsy face. The haggis is a very honest creature.
Right.
There it is lying there, and its face is very sonsy, full of zeal and full of honest cheer and toil of the land, good yeoman stock.
All right, well, thank you for putting us right on that. Have you got another poem for us?
Yes, I've got a little poem, which I thought I might just say to you, and then give you a tiny tune for the second bit, if I may.
Oh, if you want, yeah.
Just to let you know, because it's nice to have a wee song and Burns.
Oh, you do it, yeah, go ahead.
Right, well, this one is, all the airts the wind can blow, so all round the world the wind blows. Of all the airts the wind can blow, I dearly like the west, for there the bonny lass lives the lass I love the best. There's wild woods grow and rivers row and many a hill between, but day and night my fancy's flight is ever with my Jean. I see her in the dewy flowers, I see her sweet and fair, I hear her in the tuneful birds, I hear her charm the air. There's not a bonny flower that springs by fountain, shaw or green. There's not a bonny bird that sings, but reminds me of my Jean.
That's quite beautiful, actually. Well done. Thank you, Scotty. That's very good indeed. And as you say, you had something. You had a tune as well.
No, I was just going to give you the tune. I'll just give you one verse because I don't want the nation switching off.
Oh, nor do I.
Because I know they're all there. You see. So it just goes just to show you the simplicity of the music that goes with so many Burns songs, Sean. Of all the earth the wind can blow, I dearly like the west. For there the bonny lassie lives, the lass I know the best. There's wild woods grow and rivers row and many a hill between. But day and night my fancy's flight is are we, my Jean. And by that point, everybody's absolutely pashed, as we see in Scotland. And the tears are streaming down the faces, and they're applauding and all that.
Yes, they're applauding through the window.
Yeah, looking good. Yes,
I was telling you, but I've been lucky to get out alive after it, you know.
Scotty, listen, I understand that Burns liked the ladies, and it said he died from a sexually transmitted disease. I mean,
I think you're pushing your luck.
do you think so?
Yes.
All right, okay, I bow to your knowledge, Doctor.
He died of endocarditis.
Oh, yeah.
You know, which is a heart condition induced by rheumatism.
All right, then.
And he was buried in Dumfries. Now, I'll just tell you very quickly about that. You must tell me to shut up if I'm boring.
No, please, carry on.
You know, he was buried in Dumfries. Now, he owed a few quid to all the locals by that time, you know, to the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker. And they hadn't quite paid his debts. And he said, aye, you'll get your money. Because by this point, he was enjoying a good refreshment and you know, the company of the locals and what have you. So what they did at first, believe it or not, and I will probably be taken to the Tower of London and hung, drawn and quartered for saying this, but the folk of Dumfries weren't that proud of him. So they buried him in the local midden in the Toon Heath. And, you know, that's what they did with poor old Burns. And then a few days later, they thought, here, done. So they dug him up, and his head had rolled away from his body, and his hair was pure white.
Oh.
So they got a bit of a panic that, you know, they'd incurred the wrath of the devil, and they dusted poor old Burns down and gave him a decent Christian burial.
Well, listen, Scotty, finally for now, if he were asked, how do you think he'd like to be remembered?
As representative of the common man, as a man whose works and whose philosophies are as current today as they actually were then. He talked of the fact that the aristocracy had sold Scotland out all these hundreds of years ago, were bought and sold for English gold, such a parcel of rogues in a nation. The English gold was the money that the aristocracy received for saying, look, we'll kowtow any risings from these rough Scots, and the parcel of rogues in the nation was the aristocracy. Of course, that's all changed nowadays.
Would he be a supporter of the SNP?
I think they probably would. He would have been a great politician because there would have been stacks of sleaze there for the tabloids.
Scotty, listen, thanks ever so much for being with us tonight.
Lovely to talk to you.
Have a fantastic Burns night.
God bless you, mate.
And enjoy the haggis and the knife and the music and the poems and all that goes with it. Scotty McCLUE on the line from Edinburgh.
So there you have it, folks. I tell you. Right, that's that gone. There we are. And now, back we go.